They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Murray. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This is Deontay Foreman, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for them. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Watson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson hands this to Foreman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore. Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive.
Now Foreman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Murray. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And some room to work. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Again, here's Blunt. And Blunt loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always said, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's Foreman. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They go back to Murray on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now Ryan on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again, it's Murray. Runs over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Touchdown, Jaguars. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Foreman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A carry for Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have broken the tie. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So it'll be first out here after the run. They run again with Foreman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long. But maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the...
Latavius Murray. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seven yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcel Darius with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Houston. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. They'll run with Foreman. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. Back to throw, Watson. And we'll keep an eye on that one. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here, that's not the case, and it turns into an interception.
Here's Murray running right. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go with Murray again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Murray. Strong running. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll run it left side with Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Watson, off play action, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcel Darius in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a give. This is Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Murray. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
In that last field goal, Charles, the 500th of his great NFL career. Only 2 unrelated Andersons have more. Gary at 538, Morton with 565.
And that is some pretty heady company right there. Somebody get him the football. That's one he'll want for the mantle.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Murray. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 23-yard run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here's a carry heading left, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jaguars, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.